Okay, so I just wanted to give a very quick example of how to take some clips that you have in Loopy Pro and then export them and bring them into Logic Pro, where you might want to do some more work with them and maybe finish your project in Logic Pro. So here I have a very simple demo project in Loopy Pro. I'll just play that. Okay, so that's all it is. Just a little demo project. So if I want to work on this some more in Logic Pro on my desktop computer, I'm going to click in the upper left folder icon there. Then you'll see it gives an export option. And if you click on that, it gives you a couple of options. You can export the project file, or you can export the individual audio clips. I'm going to click on audio clips. And then again, it gives you some more options here. I want to work on this on my Mac Mini desktop computer, and I'm going to work in Logic Pro there. So the easiest method for me is just to airdrop this. That's what I'm going to do, airdrop it to my Mac Mini, and it's done. But you can see there's other options there. You can send it to iCloud or Google Drive, or send it by message or email. So there's a lot of options there. But now let's jump over to the Mac and see how we can take those clips and get them into Logic Pro to work with them some more. Okay, so I had airdropped all of those clips to my Mac Mini, and so now they show up in the Downloads folder here. Then you can see that I've got a Logic Pro project created, and nothing's been added to it so far. Now I actually want to work with these in live loops in Logic Pro. So I can open the live loops view here. And actually, when I was originally trying to do this, I was trying to drag all of these WAV files straight into live loops. And what I was finding when I did that is that they would end up out of sync with each other. And there's a way to fix that problem. There's probably more than one way to do that, but I'll show you the way that I found. I'm going to close the live loops view, and I'm going to go into just the tracks view here. And I'm going to drag all of those clips at once into the tracks view. You can see that I created these empty audio tracks. There's 8 clips, and I created 8 audio tracks. So I'm going to make sure that this is selected, use existing tracks, those tracks that I created. And what's very important is to have this checkbox checked here, and you'll see it says all selected files are stems from one project. And then in parentheses, a Smart Tempo multi-track set will be created. Okay, it's very important that I have that checked. And now it's added those clips to the different audio tracks. And they should be in sync with each other now. Okay, and they are. That's great. And now from this point, if I want to work with them in live loops, I can work with them in live loops. So I can move all of those over. If I want, I can erase them from the tracks view if I just want to work with them in the live loops view. So it does add that extra step of moving them to the tracks view, making sure that box is checked, saying that they're from the same project, and then moving them into the live loops view. Again, when I tried to go directly into live loops, they were out of sync with each other. Okay, so hopefully that will be helpful to you. Okay, so that's basically it. We started with our project in Loopy Pro. We exported the clips. I used AirDrop to move them over to my Mac Mini. And then we brought them into Logic Pro. Again, I dragged them into the tracks area originally, indicated that they were all from the same project. And then from there, I've moved them into live loops, which is where I want to play around with them. Okay. There's a similar workflow if you're working with something like Ableton Live. You can drag these clips into Ableton Live as well and work with them in there. So I hope this is helpful to you, and I hope you have fun.